Just 20 miles outside of Boston sits the quaint community of Sharon, Massachusetts. Today, the area is known for its hiking trails and the placid waters of Lake Massapequa. But standing outside the public library on Main Street is a statue that harkens back to the town's colonial past.
It's 2,000 pounds. It's 5 foot 7 inches tall. It's made of blackened bronze. In her right hand is a powder horn. In her left arm, she has a musket. In her left hand, a tri-cornered hat.
According to local historian Stephen Connolly, this statue's peaceful expression belies a sensational saga of valor, hardship, and deception.
This is the story of an incredibly brave woman that was way ahead of her time, but she also had a shocking secret.
1782. As the Revolutionary War drags on, the Continental Army, in its fight against the British, is stretched dangerously thin.
Morale was low. For the Army to recruit men, it was a difficult task. There weren't many young, able-bodied men around anymore.
Amidst this turmoil, one Massachusetts native wants to do her part. 21-year-old Deborah Sampson.
Deborah was a patriotic person. She was a self-driven person. This was a fledgling country at the time. She wanted to be part of it.
Deborah believes she can best support the cause by becoming a soldier. But there's a problem. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Army. So she comes up with an audacious idea. She will disguise herself as a man.
She cut her hair slightly short. She also had to wrap her breasts in bandages to disguise herself more. She looked like a man.
On May 20th, Sampson travels to a nearby recruitment center and puts her disguise to the test.
Deborah walked into the enlistment home. She sat down and discussed her intentions.
To her relief, the recruiting officer never questions her identity. She's soon enrolled in the Continental Army under the alias Robert Shirtliff and is dispatched with her regiment to the Hudson Valley.
Deborah was quite relieved at this stage. She was proud of her accomplishment.
To keep her secret safe, Deborah changes only at night and far away from her fellow soldiers. Over the next year, she participates in several battles throughout the region. With each skirmish, she distinguishes herself as one of the best combatants on the line.
Deborah was country strong. She grew up on a farm. She could handle all the instruments of war that were handed to her. She was asked to join the elite light infantry. They were more agile and generally more intelligent than the other forces in the Army, and Deborah easily held her own.
But this fighter's stellar military career is about to come crashing down. In the summer of 1783, Deborah's regiment is sent to defend Philadelphia. But upon their arrival, the troops discover that the British are not the only enemy in town. A malignant fever is raging in the city.
And Deborah unfortunately caught this fever.
As her condition worsens, the ailing soldier is taken to a nearby hospital to be examined by a doctor.
Deborah was terrified that her true identity would be discovered.